Wow, it's 2021. Welcome back to PianoTurtle. It is the new year and my story marks a new beginning. In the last episode made in 2020, can you believe it? I made a decision to get back to piano and leave my gang leader life. I got into high school. Yep, the high school of my choice, LaGuardia High School of Music and Art. I was 14 at the time. Yep, keep in mind that other than my piano teacher, parents, grandparents, and, Arthur Rubinstein on that videotape, I had no idea what good at the piano sounds like. I didn't go to concerts, right? There was no YouTube. I have no idea. Totally ignorant of what good sounds like. Anyway, I actually thought that I played a piece, the Chopin Polonaise, that is of the highest level, right? I don't fault myself for my ignorance, and I thank my teacher for taking it easy on me because he never really compared me to his other students, right? Once or twice he says, you can do better than this, and things like that when I was slacking, but I have never been to a group student concert of his either. So my teacher had a big smile on his face when I played the Chopin Polonaise for him. He did not know I was learning it, right? But after I got in, I played it for him. Yeah, generally I was excited and nervous about high school. Anyway, let's talk about LaGuardia for a sec. The first thing that impressed me was the building itself, very majestic. 7 floors, if I remember correctly, and a basement level, the lower level they call it. And the other, of course, was the students. Finally, wow, they were a different breed. I did not feel the stress of bullies. I could just go to class and learn and have a normal day in school, right? Didn't feel the need to look over my shoulders. Everybody was just going to their class, sitting down, taking out their notebook. Violin was my major because the school did not offer piano as a major. Not enough pianos. And piano teachers. Well, group lesson for piano at the high school level would not work anyway. Yep, the violin class was taught as a group. The Suzuki method was used. The schedule was more hectic because I had to be on the train 2 hours a day, 1 hour going and 1 hour returning. So the days are longer and sleep was shorter. I remember the classes: English, math, US history, gymnastics. I chose gymnastics, by the way. Violin, my new major, I guess. Music theory, music's history, sight singing, and a few other classes I don't remember, but those were the important ones. My favorite class was violin, of course, and my classmates thought I was weirdly friendly because I said hello to them and nice to see you, how you doing, to them. They have no idea how long I had to deal with unfriendly people. Of course something had to happen, right? That rocks my world again, Otherwise I wouldn't be telling you this story. It was within the first week in LaGuardia that this happened. I don't remember the exact day, the 3rd day, 4th day, but it happened in the first week. During music theory class, the upright piano is facing the blackboard, just a little bit in front of the teacher's desk. I was sitting right beside the teacher's desk. The students sat in a half-circle formation, so I can see to my left and across. I can see everybody, and I can see the piano. All right, we can all see each other. I was smiling like an idiot while looking at them. Nerds instead of punks. The music teacher came in, said his greetings, and asked this question: "Who here has perfect pitch?" I raised my hand, thinking, what a dumb question. Everyone here knows the musical alphabet. Everyone knows what letter, what key to press. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, that's it, right? Well, I raised my hand, but the teacher decided to call the girl sitting at the back instead of me. I was wondering why she's the only other one other than me that raised her hand to this silly question. Then the teacher played a note and immediately she called it. I nearly choked. What the heck is this? How did she do that? That's impossible. Right? He played another note. She called it. He played multiple notes sequentially. She called it one by one. And then the teacher played a cluster of notes all at the same time. It's a chord I never heard before. It's ugly. She named it one by one. And then said, oh, this piano's kind of out of tune. I was rudely staring at her now. She did not notice. I did not notice, but I know I did. Then the teacher asked if any pianists would like to come up and perform for the class. No one raised their hand. I did not raise my hand this time. She did. Now thinking back, the teacher most likely knew her already. Yep, that must have been it. Maybe he put her up to this whole performance to motivate the rest of the class right there in the beginning of school year. What strategy? It worked. She walked to the front of the class, bowed, and because of the U-shaped seating formation, me sitting at the front, I was able to see the piano keys and her performance. She played this piece, the Chopin Ballad No. 3. Here, let me play a few parts of it for you. She was so into it. Bobbed her head up and down. Her wrist and arm flowed and moved, all done by memory. I was awestruck. That is the most impressive playing I have ever heard in my life. When she was done, there was a little bit of clapping by the others because they did not see her. Okay, I did. I clapped so loud and then stopped because I looked like a fool. It was the most amazing piano performance. The piece sounded way harder than what Rubinstein did in the movie. And it brought out emotions I had never knew I had. The music just took me to another world. But then immediately I felt something I have not felt before. And that was jealousy. I did not know what to call it. Right? It was a strange feeling at the time. And then the next 40 minutes of the class, I felt it, and I looked at her, and I didn't like her very much. Afterwards, I went home and immediately told my mom, about how I now know what grandfather had heard in Juilliard, how I felt terrible after her performance, but excited during the performance. And I admitted that my mom was right. I definitely was not any kind of best pianist in anywhere. Oh, she emphasized that part. She got right into it. So, see, I told you, ha ha ha, smiling about it. And then she gave me instructions. She said, I want you to talk to her. Ask her who she studies with. Hang out with her. Get her phone number. I interrupted and said, what, whoa, hold on. How in the world am I supposed to do that? I don't even know the girl. I thought you would be telling me to focus on my schoolwork, not go hang out with the girl. She, of course, said, no, you idiot. You become the people. You become like the people you hang out with. All right? I'm sick and tired of you hanging out with the wrong crowd. All right? So give me the information of who she studies with. All right? How she got to be that good. Or I'm not cooking dinner for you. You can cook ramen noodles for yourself. I was left dumbfounded. My mom continues to challenge me.